by you. Some things look better, baby. Just passing through. Ooh, cool heart.
We could start a band.
Welcome to the Real Talk Podcast, episode 116.
I don't want to do the woohoo anymore, but I don't have anything else to do it.
Then shut up. Today, we're going to talk about a very important trailer.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are.
Keeping Up with the Kardashians season 21.
Not where I thought that was going to come. Not thought that was where it's going, but I'm glad we brought it there. Kim, what's she been up to?
Black guys.
What has Kim been up to?
What's
recently?
Kim been doing?
Welcome to Real
Football players.
Welcome to Real Talk, where we talk about
Kim Kardashian's sex life. If she put it out in the open, I'm allowed to start a podcast on it.
If you start your career off a video of you sucking dick. Oh, sorry, let me say that again. I can edit this out with movie magic. If you start your career with
Black cocks. You're only ever 2 clicks away from black cock. No, for real though, we're going to talk about Spiderman.
We're going to talk about Spiderman. Yes, we're talking about Spiderman No Way Home, the trailer that dropped a few days ago.
Not Kim Kardashian.
Not Kim Kardashian's love for black phallus.
Dark Phallus.
For dark phalluses. That sounds...
It's like it's the sequel to Dark Phoenix.
Kim Kardashian and the dark phallus.
True love story. Modern day Romeo and Juliet.
It's better than 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah. Also, just out of curiosity, did you get the TikTok I sent you the other day of the dog?
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Yes, I got the TikTok the other day of the dog. Thank you for that, by the way. That is probably the highlight. Okay,
it's always like 9:30 at night.
It's always 9:30 at night, and we will get into the trailer in just a hot second. But every night, even when you were living here, but ever since you moved out, you have been sending me.
I go to bed, I see a TikTok that I find mildly hilarious, and I send it to you.
You send it straight to me, and it's always around 8:30, 9 o'clock at night,
Yeah.
and it's while I'm lying in bed, and it's like the last one was like
A dog.
and
it said you, and then it was a sprinkler, and it said penis, and then the dog was like, "Om nom nom." I lay in bed and laughed at it for about 3 minutes.
I was in bed and I watched that and I thought to myself, that is quite funny. Well done, sir. That is comedy gold.
Good stuff.
That was comedy gold right there.
Good stuff. Anyway,
Yeah.
should we move on to the actual subject of the
Yes.
day? Okay, cool. The trailer for Spider-Man No Way Home finally dropped. And I'd like to, again, it dropped the day after we recorded the podcast last week, which is so fucking annoying.
Oh my god, you have no idea how... It's almost like a joke at this point that every single time we do a podcast, the next day something amazing drops. And it's pissing me off to no end. Almost like, so before...
But even when we were doing it on the podcast was coming out on a Friday and we were doing it on a Thursday... Friday night shit would come out.
Yeah.
So we were like, okay, well, we'll do it on a Sunday, and then we'd record Saturday morning.
Yeah.
And then Saturday afternoon something would come out.
Yeah.
And then we moved it to Monday.
And now it comes out on...
And then that got changed, and now we were like, okay, what we'll do is we'll put it on Friday.
Yeah.
Right? And then we have the full weekend's worth of stuff. And now everything comes out Tuesday morning.
Yes. Because we just can't fucking win. We can't... Just pick a day where everything comes out so that we can talk about it. Because
what's going to happen eventually is
Yeah.
that when this is our full-time job, we will be doing daily news, 10-minute news videos.
Yeah.
Just to keep up with the shit that comes out.
Absolutely, we will.
A fucking nightmare.
But I almost got a glimmer of hope today because my brother sent me a message being like, "Oh, a new leak has just come out for the new Spider-Man, for the new Spider-Man movie." I went, "No way." I thought to myself, "Oh my god, we actually we're ahead
Breaking
of the
news.
curve. We have breaking news. We're ahead of the curve." And he says, "It's a leak from the movie." I went, "No way, you got to send me it." And So he sent it to me. It took a while for it to load, and I thought to myself, this has got to be a Rickroll. This has got to be
Barry.
I sent him a message being like, is this a picture of a penis? Because if it is right now, I'm telling you, I'm going to be very upset. It's like, it's not a picture of a penis. I promise you it's not. It's like, okay, fine. My hopes were up. I was happy. And have you ever seen Djibouti Dubs?
Yes.
Yes. So it was a cartoon of the original Spider-Man TV show, Djibouti Dubs. And like, it had Green Goblin and Doc Ock and Electro and the Lizard in it. And I went, oh, come on, man. Like, fuck you.
Can you send it to me later?
I can. I will send it to you later. I think, what did I write back to him? And if my brother is watching, I remember I wrote to him, that was so not Wizard. It's like, it wasn't
Wizard.
It wasn't Wizard. When you Rickroll somebody, it's not Wizard. Hashtag not Wizard. I'm bringing... Do you remember?
Hashtag not Wizard. Hashtag bring back Wizard.
Hashtag bring back Wizard.
Hashtag a wizard is never late.
Hashtag don't lie because it's not Wizard.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yes.
The trailer.
The trailer.
This took us 10 minutes to get... Not a good start. Right. The trailer came out. Actually, there was a good story about this.
Yes.
For the trailer. I got up at 4 a.m. Because I had to go to work, not because I wanted to. And there was a there was a recording off someone's phone of a unfinished, like the CGI hadn't been finished, shitty fucking trailer.
Yeah.
For Spider-Man, and usually I just go, I'm not watching that shit. Like I don't care. Like I'll wait for the proper trailer to come out. I prefer to wait and see the final. Nah.
No.
Any and all information I could grab, I was like, I'm watching this shit.
Yeah.
And so I watched it, and then I was at work with you, and I was like, you have to watch it.
Yeah.
So you watched it, and we were like it's not finished, but like it's definitely the trailer.
Yeah.
And it looks amazing. The sound quality was a bit shit, so we didn't really hear stuff.
Yeah.
And then there was the bit at the end.
Yeah.
Like, which we'll get to in due course, because I like to build suspense to these things.
Yes.
And then, like, we were working together, a rare occurrence.
Yes.
And then, like, an hour later, the actual trailer dropped, which we even said, we were like, it's coming out today.
It's coming out.
Because Marvel don't fuck around.
No.
If you leak their shit, they will counter you with the actual product. You're not having their views.
Yeah. Well, thing is, okay, so first, the leak was amazing in itself. It was a leaked photo. Like, it was a leaked video of someone taking a video of someone else's phone. So it was really bad quality. But the thing is, do you think that was like the Deadpool one, where it's just like someone leaked it and then the actual trailer came out?
I don't think so, because from what I've read, the plan was always to drop the trailer on around the 7th of September.
Right.
Which is a week tomorrow, I think.
I think so, yeah.
Or something like that. And the whole point of that was that they weren't going to drop the trailer until after Shang-Chi had come out, which comes out Wednesday.
Yeah.
Thursday, maybe.
I think
it's the 2nd of September.
They said it was a week away the last time I looked
It's
at
the
it.
2nd of September,
It's the
which is the 30th of August as of recording this podcast.
Yeah.
So
first,
second, third, so yeah, Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday.
No word yet on whether it's getting a Disney Plus release. I hope it does, because we are a long way off going back to the cinema.
Oh my god, yeah.
So this was the issue with that, was that if it doesn't get released to Disney Plus. So this is the whole, like, the Scarlett Johansson thing, and she's like, they didn't tell us they were going to do Disney Plus. Allegedly, she tried to renegotiate her pay so that she got some of the Disney Plus money from it as well.
Yeah.
I don't know how that's going to go. Personally, I don't think she's going to get anything out of it.
Well, you don't bite the hand of the mouse. You don't go up against Mickey.
And
you don't
I noticed
that
that
fight.
she's doing it now, not like while she's mid-contract.
Yeah.
She's just like trying her hand at getting a little bit of extra cash out of it.
But you don't fuck
like,
with the mouse.
I get it. Objectively, it's $56 million, which is a lot. But also, like, she's
Really
still got like 100 and something million out of it.
Like,
So, like, well,
oh, Scarlett, you're really scraping the bottom of the barrel there.
yeah, diddums.
Yeah. I mean, like, come on.
I get it. They ripped you off like a 30 your pay, but also like you get like 100 times. What almost 200 times what the average person gets, so maybe eat a fucking dick. Pull your finger out of your ass. But yeah, so I don't know if that whole lawsuit thing is going to affect the Disney Plus release.
I don't think it
I
should.
hope it doesn't, because, like, if it doesn't get a Disney Plus release, we're not going to get it. Anyway, the trailer was supposed to come out after Shang-Chi, which comes out on Thursday. We'll see what happens there. I assume the end credit scene for that will be something Spider-Man related. Anyway,
I hope so.
Personally, I'm hoping for a reveal of another villain.
Yeah.
I hope they're going to, like, bit by bit by bit.
And what, kind of like drip feed us.
Drip feed the villains into it.
That would be cool.
A cameo by Willem Dafoe would make my entire life.
It would make my year.
It's not hard.
No, this year's fucking sucked.
Um,
I was gonna...
Remember the first half of the year when we thought we were going on holiday?
Yeah, I remember that.
Right.
That was fun.
Right, so, trailer opens up on Peter and MJ singing on a roof, and she's reading a magazine, and she's reading, like, the rumors about Spider-Man's abilities.
Yeah.
Was it the rumor is he has a spider's ability to hypnotize women?
Yeah.
Make them do.
Well, it's like that people are speculating that Peter Parker's abilities are and not limited to manipulating the minds of women to fall in love with him or something like that. And
Which I'd like to point out, anybody who knows Peter Parker knows that's not true.
That's not true. It's not true at all. Peter Parker's a nerd.
He is a nerd.
Nerds don't get girls.
Yeah, Spider-Man is like our king.
He's the king of the nerds. He is. He is the fucking king of the nerds.
Yeah. And then, so he's sort of like... And then you get like a quick flash, like a 30-second flash through all the characters that it's affecting. If you haven't seen the trailer, go and watch the trailer.
If you haven't seen the trailer yet, what the fuck are you doing?
Where the fuck have you been? Why are you here? Are you here by accident? Did you actually think this was a Kim Kardashian trailer review? Go somewhere else.
Because that's next week.
Yeah. We'll be featured on E! Entertainment. Despite the fact that it has never delivered one-time entertainment.
No.
Anyway, so you get like a quick flash of like all of the people that are being affected by this information, and like you see like the walk through the crowd where everyone's like, "You're a murderer."
Yeah.
And then he's like, I'm gonna go talk to my mate Steve.
I'm gonna go talk to
Uncle Steve.
I'm gonna go talk to Uncle Steve.
And see if he can, magically wipe everyone's memory.
Yeah, pretty much.
And there is some debate about whether or not that is Doctor Strange, or if it is an impersonation of Doctor Strange. We have talked about it. I don't think it's an impersonator at all.
No.
I think it's just Stephen Strange being an egotistical dick.
Yes.
I
think we will come back to that.
We'll come back to our theories, the theories that have come afterwards, but like the quick breakdown.
Yeah.
And then there's like Wong going, "Don't you do it." And then he goes through a portal with some bags. We assume to Shang-Chi, which is why he portals out of the Spider-Man trailer into another movie. Which is, I assume, why...
He just picks up his bags. He's like, I need it elsewhere.
Well, there was a theory going around that when Wong shows up in Shang-Chi, there will be some sort of snowy background to him. And that'll be because he's coming from the Inner Sanctum, and the Inner Sanctum is snowy.
True.
So that's fine.
Yeah.
But that's... And then, Doctor Strange is like, wink, literally.
Yeah.
I'm going to go do this really powerful magic spell.
Yeah.
And then it sounds, from what it looks like in the thing, it looks like he's trying to do it. And Peter keeps like trying to add stuff to it.
Yeah.
And whatever it does causes Strange to like sort of lose control over it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it just sort of does whatever it does.
Yeah.
And then you get like a flash of him talking about like how the multiverse is unstable and we don't know it. And then you get that cool, mirror dimension, like bendy world stuff. And then you get like the spiral train, and then you get New York like collapsing in on itself like it's a black hole.
Yeah.
Some cool, the cool Doctor Strange type stuff.
The cool mind fuck, like you just
while he tells Peter that like he needs to be careful and like
we
shouldn't mess with the. He does in fairness say we shouldn't have messed with the multiverse.
Yeah,
like he's like this is your fault because you asked me to do it, but we definitely shouldn't have done this.
It's like, how dare you ask me to do this thing that I probably shouldn't have tampered with?
Yeah, and then you get like a supercut of that stuff, and then the important stuff starts.
All right.
And that would be the Green Goblin pumpkin bomb.
Yep.
From Spider-Man 2001.
Yeah.
2001, 2000, 2001.
2001. Yes.
Yeah. And then you see Peter like looking into a car, and there's a chick, and then you see the Doc Ock arm.
Yeah.
And then it flashes back to like Spider-Man, and then it's Alfred Molina.
Yeah.
Which we in fairness, I'm pretty sure last week we're talking about how Alfred Molina was definitely going to come back.
Oh, 100%.
And we all knew it, and I think it was a mixture of like joy of seeing him back, and also surprise that they just gave it to us in the first trailer.
Yeah,
but I think it's because they're like also know Jamie Foxx is back. It definitely looks like Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin is back.
Yeah,
so it looks like they're bringing so many people back that because that was the one we were 100% certain about anyway.
Yeah,
that was the obvious one to give away.
But the thing is like so with Willem Dafoe, with him possibly coming back,
he's back.
Do you reckon he's coming back?
I 100% think he's back. I've seen enough breakdown videos of that laugh.
What if, and no one has even touched on this because...
What if they used it from another movie?
What if
it's not him?
Well, what if they used it from another movie? What if it's old Goblin? Not Old Goblin, if it's...
Hobgoblin?
New Goblin, like Harry Osborn, like the one with the snowboard.
Right, no, I have... I'll go through the rest of it. So, anyway.
And that's not me taking the piss out of anybody's stuff. Like, if he comes back, I mean... Don't know why they'd bring him back, but fucking he was a cool goblin as well.
I will get into that in a second because there is a very, very serious political reason why it's not him.
Right.
Right. The end of the trailer, before we get it, is the best part of the trailer. Always is.
100%.
But it's Alfred Molina pulling himself up as Doc Ock.
Yep.
And just going, "Hello, Peter."
Da-na-na.
And that was it. We were both like, yes!
Yep. It was such
people waited for their coffee.
Oh my god. So...
the fucking...
That day...
We'll get to that at the end.
We'll get to that at the end.
Because otherwise, fucking pieces of shit. Wanting coffee from that coffee shop. All we want... Joe, let's just quickly...
Yep.
We watched the shit one with 0 interruptions.
Yeah.
And then the new one came out and we were like, let's watch it. And we watched like 30 seconds and like a customer came in. And then like we go and try and watch it and a customer came in. And then another and another. And we were both like, I just want to fucking watch leave me alone for 3 minutes and 27 seconds. You fuck. And we eventually did get to watch it.
We eventually
in its entirety.
Yeah.
Multiple times.
I think we watched it like 3 times on show.
I must have watched it at least 30 times.
But like I usually don't get upset like when someone comes in. Obviously, like when someone comes in,
because it's customer service.
Because it's customer service. But this was the Spider-Man trailer.
We're like, do you not understand the gravity of what is happening? Right?
It's like I'm pretty sure there was one customer who came in just like who asked, "Is like, oh, that came out today?"
Yeah.
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 Like, I think he understood.
Go and watch it.
Like I think like every now and again we do get a customer who comes in who understands. It's like when this drops, everything stops for like a minute or two, so you can just watch it.
3 minutes and 27 seconds.
Yes.
Anyway, James Franco.
Okay.
He this year, I don't know if you know, has been in a lot of trouble for alleged sexual harassment.
Oh,
so he probably hasn't been brought back for a high-end Disney Marvel movie.
Come on, Franco, what are you doing?
Well, I don't know.
What are all these people doing?
I haven't gone into the allegations really, so alleged. But they're serious enough for Seth Rogen to have said that he won't be working with him anymore.
Oh wow, Seth Rogen said that?
Seth Rogen said that. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Famously, James Franco's best man.
Oh.
When, okay, we're not friends anymore.
Woof.
Well, he basically went, our professional career together is over, and I'm going to think about whether or not we're going to still be personal friends after that.
I think I remember you telling me about this little Jamie Foxx, not Jamie Foxx, just James Franco.
Also in the movie.
This is just he is in this movie. But yeah, I remember you telling me a while ago about this little kerfuffle that he's had, and that's disappointing to me.
Can't keep his hands to himself.
Just can't keep his hands to himself, and
So
allegedly,
allegedly,
in the off chance that his lawyers are watching this, allegedly. I might even put that in and edit it and just kind of be like flashing allegedly so that we don't get sued. But yeah, it's just, that's disappointing to me. But then again, I had very little chance of him actually making an appearance in this movie.
No.
Because I know that his new Goblin wasn't that well received in the third movie, which a lot of people said was the worst one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. There is, however, an argument for. So this is the thing everyone else is going on. So in the original Sam Raimi Spider-Man, Harry obviously turns into that like Harry turns into New Goblin.
Right.
And then in the Amazing Spider-Man, Harry turns into the Green Goblin.
Yeah.
Well,
what?
Ned.
Oh, this is about the TikTok you sent me the other night. Oh.
There is a theory going around that, in fact, the theory that he is going to be Hobgoblin has been circling for a while.
It has.
Because I don't know if you remember the teaser that came out that had the title on it.
Yeah.
And there were pictures around it.
Was it?
And then, yeah, so there was like some writing around, but then each character got their own individual poster.
Oh, okay.
That was on like a notebook.
Yeah.
And it was like drawn on.
Yeah.
So there was like, it looked like school workbooks, you know, like the white with the blue lines on the fucking.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so it was like a workbook.
Yeah.
And it had like the character.
And like
the actual like poster of it, and it had like doodles around it.
Yeah.
And there was like, obviously Peter's had like spiders on it.
Yeah.
MJ's had like other shit on it.
I can't remember what.
But Ned's, where he was doodled, but somebody had drawn a yellow Santa's hat.
On
the corner of his head.
Yeah.
Like they put like the yellow
hat on it,
which is a signature Hobgoblin thing.
Yeah.
So
I don't know if they're gonna.
I don't know if they do, or whether like this is the thing, and we were talking about this a lot when Loki and WandaVision and you know all this other shit came out. That Marvel now know what we're like.
Oh, 100%
not just
they
us
do.
personally.
No.
I mean, I hope Marvel know.
Hi.
Hey, Kevin.
Hi, Kevin.
Because Kevin Feige is going to be watching this particular podcast. He is going to be watching.
Yeah. Well,
You can still call me about that X-Men thing. My number is...
Just take a page out of Gary Vaynerchuk's book and just put your number out there.
Here's my email address. It'll be in the description. Put my email in the description.
I'll put the email in the description.
Yeah. I forgot what I was saying.
Oh, right.
No, so Marvel know what we're like.
Yes.
So they know that we're going to comb through every minor fucking detail. It took 6 minutes for someone to come out with a frame-by-frame breakdown. Like, frame-by-frame breakdown of a 3 minute and 30 second. That's a lot of fucking work. Breakdown of everything that was hidden in the background of every frame of
that trailer. Yeah.
So, like, within minutes, people had found Sandman, Electro.
Yeah.
Green Goblin was very well hidden.
Yeah.
So we still haven't seen if it's which one it is, but it's definitely his pumpkin bomb.
100% it is.
And there's like a scene where something jumps in the background.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks it's Lizard. I think that's probably likely.
I think it's probably likely. Is that the one where you just see like a red ring kind of like explode at explode? It's like he got hit by a force field or something.
Yeah, and there's definitely like a figure in the background.
I remember
the going argument is that is either Lizard or it's Scorpion.
I remember the first time that is a good theory, and I remember the first time you showed me that, and I thought to myself, it's Morbius. I remember seeing because like if you watch the Morbius trailer, there is a lot of that like exploding energy around, and like it looks very Morbius, and like I love the Morbius trailer. I'm a big fan of Morbius.
I like the Morbius trailer. I can't wait for that movie to eventually be released at some point while I'm 60.
It's a bit like that, isn't it? I don't know when this movie's coming.
To the point where I think we might be the last 2 people on the planet that remember it's coming.
Who are still hyped about it.
We're like, yeah, Jared Leto is Morbius. And people are like,
the fuck is Morbius?
What's a Morbius? You mean that guy from Loki? No, idiot. That was Mobius.
Still, that was awesome. But
like people know, like Marvel know that we're gonna go through everything screen by screen, and we're gonna find hidden details like that. So when they're obvious, like a yellow hat on Ned, or
and they like people will spend every fucking waking moment of like the next month combing through it to see if they can try and find something, which actually makes because I remember after that day, the day we watched the trailer, I remember coming straight home and filming a breakdown that I haven't filmed in a long time, and that breakdown, which I enjoyed doing, but compared to everybody else's breakdown, the trailer felt very mediocre. Like people went into great detail about what they saw, and it just made me go like, okay, I need to up my game. It's been a while since I've done this.
I thought it was a good breakdown.
I liked it. A lot of people liked it, but like I thought to myself, I need to up my game if I'm gonna keep doing.
I'm gonna play with the big boys.
If I'm gonna play with the big boys, I need to put my big boy pants on and actually private investigate this shit.
Yeah, but like what I mean, like. They know that we're going to go looking for stuff, which is why they've started to put hints to other shit that's not coming.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? Like, there's been a lot of red herrings. Remember the whole Quicksilver?
Oh, yeah.
Fucking...
Well, that's the thing with Marvel, is like, you like the Quicksilver thing, and then also, because
everything that led towards Mephisto?
Everything led towards Mephisto from when we saw that book in WandaVision, like the spell book, I can't remember the Agatha Harkins, the one that she was using, the one that she was casting from. Ever since people saw the M on that, they thought Mephisto's coming.
The thing is right. That book probably is Mephisto's.
100%. But the thing is, he is coming. But I don't think he's coming in this movie. Mainly because, and I know Spider-Man has had something to do with Mephisto in the past, but just because it's happened in the comic books doesn't mean that...
I think that there are already a lot of villains in it.
Yeah.
So, here's the thing. So, a lot of people have gone, Spider-Man has been ruined before by adding too many villains. This is slightly different.
Yeah.
Because, assuming that... so we're assuming here that there's... Alfred Molina's
Doc
Ock, Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin, Rhys Ifans as Lizard, Jamie Foxx as Electro.
Can't remember the name of the guy who played Sandman though.
The guy who is the villain in George of the Jungle as Sandman.
Yes. Holy shit, that was him?
Yeah.
He got jacked.
He did get jacked.
He got really jacked for that role.
Do you know what's funny? I can't remember his name, but I remember his name of the character who played in George of the Jungle.
Nigel?
Lyle. Lyle Vander something or other.
Lyle something, but I remember him being a massive... I remember the jail scene, and it just goes, that was the guy who shot him. I never forget a face. Who, me? And they all just start laughing.
Yeah.
When he tries to shoot, like
we're getting really off topic.
We're getting very off topic.
We'll do the George of the Jungle breakdown next week. I feel bad. I'm going to look it up now.
The name...
Filibuster. Talk about George of the Jungle for the next 30 seconds.
George of the Jungle, masterclass in filmmaking. I can give you a breakdown, scene by scene, of that entire movie. Starts off in a jungle with a plane going down into...
Thomas Hayden Church.
Okay. I will finish off that in a later episode. Still looking it up. I can go on with George of the Jungle if you want.
No, that's fine. Keep going.
Keep going. I can do it.
No, it's just that he has a son who looks identical to him.
Does he actually?
Like, I actually can't tell the difference.
Show me. For all the audio listeners out there, this is great stuff. But
right, so that is Thomas Hayden Church.
That's him. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Where is it? That's his son.
No, it isn't.
Yeah,
that is not his son. I am going to tweet a comparison photo of the two, and actually, no, I probably shouldn't because I think that might be a brief.
Anyway, it's completely off. Anyway,
it's completely off topic.
So,
but
that was
he's Sandman. He's back.
He's Sandman. He's back. We don't know who the sixth member of the Sinister Six is, because if you've got 5 villains, you're gonna do the Sinister Six.
You're gonna do the Sinister Six.
I would wager. I've spoke to you about this before. It's probably Vulture.
Yeah.
Or it's Mysterio.
Yeah. I remember there was
Yeah. I don't think they're going to do Mysterio back to back.
I don't think so either. I think that they will bring him back as an end credit scene. Because
don't get me wrong, I think he'll probably come back.
Yes. Because
of seeing his body
in
No Way Home.
It's a little bit like a conspiracy theory.
A little bit, yeah.
Show me a body.
Unless I see a body, he's still alive.
Show me Mysterio's body.
I've seen enough fucking comic books, movies, and TV shows, and books, and novels, and shit to know that unless you see a fucking body, they're still alive. And even if you see a body, it's 50-50.
Yes. Especially for someone whose whole shtick is illusions. The master of illusions, Mysterio. If anybody can fake their own death, it's Mysterio.
Yeah. Anyway. Because we've seen these characters before...
Yeah.
The issue Spider-Man 3 and The Amazing Spider-Man 2 had, admittedly Amazing Spider-Man 2 only had 2 major villains in it,
right,
is that you are trying to introduce multiple villains and motives at the same time.
Yeah.
You don't actually have to do that, because Marvel has gotten very good at just assuming you know stuff.
100%. And most of the time, we do.
We do. Like they make movies for movie fans.
Yes.
So, by making this using actors and characters from previous movies from different universes,
yeah,
you are allowed to assume that we know what these characters are about.
Yes.
So, you don't need to spend the time fleshing them out.
No.
They can just be them.
Especially with these characters.
No time is wasted.
Especially with these characters that they're bringing in too, because even like my oldest brother, who gives no shits about this sort of stuff, he knows who Doc Ock is. We all grew up with watching those movies.
Yeah.
So everybody knows who Green Goblin is. It's like the green dude who kind of looks like a Power Ranger, flies around all the time.
Yeah.
Laughs a lot. Everybody knows who Doc Ock is because, most of the time, like if you not many people will know about the Sinister Six, but people know who the core ones are. People know who Electro is. People know who Doc Ock is, and people know who Green Goblin is.
Yeah, that's the thing. So, like, if you're going to watch a superhero movie,
yeah,
chances are you've seen the original Spider-Man movies.
Yeah,
you've seen the Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So, like, you know who these characters are.
Yeah.
Even if you don't know, like, their comic book, like, story and backstory and, like, motives and their history and all that shit. You know the actors and you know the characters.
Yeah.
So, you don't have to spend 20 minutes at a time introducing 6 villains. You can just have them be there.
Yeah.
Which means you can move the plot along and have villains show up. And the chances are, right, that he will only actually have to fight any of them once.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. And, like, if there are as many Spider-Mans as people are hoping there are going to be, I don't know if all 3 are going to be in this movie. It'd be cool.
I have suggested,
yeah,
I think to you and to a bunch of other people who are like, they're going to do the 3 Spider. I actually think that if there is another Spider-Man, it will just be Tobey Maguire.
I think if they just put Tobey Maguire in it, I'll be happy with that, because if the two main villains that they have shown us are from his universe,
well,
it makes sense to put him in it.
Here's the thing, right? The whole main story seems to be about Peter trying to keep his identity secret.
Yes.
Now, that is a major part of his character in the comics.
Yeah.
And so people will probably want him to keep that up and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
But because this may be or could possibly be Tom Holland's last Spider-Man movie.
Oh, yeah.
This is the thing, people, you've got to kind of factor that into your theories. It could not be.
Yeah.
But it probably is the last.
It is probably Tom Holland.
It is probably the last Peter Parker MCU film.
Yeah.
Like, he'll be in probably Secret War if that is where we're going, and whatever the climax of this phase is and all that shit.
Yeah.
But we'll probably not see another solo Peter Parker film. I do think that we'll probably move to Miles Morales. I think it's time.
I think it's
because they definitely seem to be leaning towards a younger group of heroes now, which I'd go for it, like 100% on board. But you now have the opportunity to have Tom Holland sitting on the fence about whether or not he wants to keep his identity a secret, or if he wants to tell people, and like what the pros and cons are of each, only to have a very tired, very worn Tobey Maguire Spider-Man to show up, and for that to be like, this is the physical and emotional cost of keeping this secret.
Yeah.
Because he never told anyone. He told MJ found out.
Yeah.
And Aunt May found out and then immediately died.
Yeah. Well, yeah, 100%.
So, that is a really good way of going, like, this is the toll it has on your relationships, your friendships, your work, your social life, your career. If you keep this secret, the only thing you will ever be is Spider-Man.
Yeah. And I think that that's actually a pretty good thing, because even Strange says that in the trailer. It's like you're trying to lead two lives, and that's the problem. Yeah. It's like the more you do it, the more dangerous it becomes. Yeah. So that's a really good theory, and I do think I hope at least, and I have said this in my breakdown, is that I hope to at least they put Tobey Maguire in it, because I actually do want to see an old. Well, I'm not saying Tobey Maguire's old, but I really want to see.
He's got to be in his 40s now, late 40s.
I'm pretty sure he was in his 30s when he did the first Spider-Man movie.
He's old. He's old for Spider-Man.
Yeah, but like, I want to see a Spider-Man who's been through it all, done it all.
He's 46.
Yeah, how old would he have been when he did the first Spider-Man movie? Because I remember the running joke of that was that everybody at that high school...
The first Spider-Man movie, it'd have been 31?
He was 31 and they wanted him to portray a 15-year-old.
It would have been exactly 20 years ago, so he would have been 26.
Okay, they wanted a 26-year-old to play a 15-year-old.
He did, yeah.
No. I'm sorry, but no. One of the running jokes in that movie that I have with like a few other people who haven't watched it, I remember I was watching it with somebody once. I think it was like my friend who recently just sent me a care package, which was really nice, by the way. And
thanks, Brooke.
Thank you, Brooke. And you've got a care package coming too. I filled it with trash.
just rubbish. And then you rewrapped it in sellotape. Took a shit in it.
But
have this, you bitch.
I remember we were sitting down watching it, and we just kind of talked to each other like, how old are they supposed to be in this? Because everybody at this high school looks like they're in their 30s. Yeah. Flash looks like he's like 40, looking like he's about to beat up a bunch of people, which is one of my favorite things. I love that guy even more.
That's fine. I won't want to fight
me neither. Like that was the first great meme, and like I love that guy even more because he plays Dungeons and Dragons. He recently sent out a tweet to somebody. I'm pretty sure it was a bodybuilder who just put like a caption.
Oh no, that was I did that.
I'm pretty sure you sent it to me.
There was a thing. Are we done with Spider-Man theories?
I think we're done with the Spider-Man theories.
Okay, cool. We'll probably come up with more as we go forward.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, no, the thing I sent you was there was a guy and he was a bodybuilder and it was a thing and it was him. It was jacked and it said, "I don't play D&D," and then it was Manu Bennett who plays Deathstroke in Arrow, and it was him on the front cover of Muscle and Fitness.
Yeah.
Being shredded as fuck with like a fucking 10-pack.
Yeah.
And it just went, I do. And it was the greatest. It's the greatest thing I've ever seen.
I remember looking at it going like, vindication?
It was this absolute jock of a bloke just going like, oh, I'm fit. I don't play D&D. And then this absolute shredded beast just being like, well, I do, so go fuck yourself.
I remember this was probably the last thing I'm going to say before we have to end the show. We went really over time this week.
But we did know this was going to happen.
We knew this was going to happen. We're lucky we haven't been talking for like fucking 2 hours. But like... but the last thing I'm going to say is that I remember there was a video I was watching. I think it had Matt Mercer and a few of the other people from like... was it D20? Critical Role. And they were all saying, like, all going around telling stories. And a lot of the people who were at this convention were all people from the entertainment industry. Yeah. The guy who plays Flash Thompson in the original Spider-Man movies was there. And he's got, like, this ongoing game with, like, big executives from Marvel and all this kind of stuff. So, like, the best of the best are in his garage playing D&D on, like, really on days at a time. And it just cuts back to him, and they were talking like, did you have to keep it a secret when you were a kid? It's like, not really. It's like I played football. I was really into this stuff, and I was quite big. So if anybody made fun of me for liking D&D, I just punch him in the face. With
fuck yeah.
Respect. I mean, like, have you ever tried to explain D&D to somebody?
To somebody who has no idea what it's about?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really hard.
It's really hard. Really hard.
Because you realise the more you try and explain it to someone, the worse it sounds.
Yeah.
Because you're like, you all sit around a table and someone like tells a story and then you tell them what your character does. And they're like, okay. It's like, but it doesn't always work because sometimes you have to roll, and if you don't roll high enough, then it doesn't work and you've got to work your way around it.
Yeah. And
they're like, But like if you're like a magic character, you can just do spells. And you're like, not really, because like you have spell slots and then there's like levels and then you're just like, I've lost it. I'll come back.
It's like, so you can do whatever you want. Yeah, you can. But you also can't.
But also no.
But also no, and yes, and maybe. So, yeah. D&D's got a lot of fucking rules. But it is so much fun. I think we should end it there because we've been going for nearly 45 minutes.
Woo, half-hour podcast.
Half-hour podcast.
Fantastic. Let us know what you thought of the trailer and our theories in the comment section down below. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. If you want to follow me on Instagram, I'm at reeltalkrice. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, I'm at reviewbylurch.
And if you want to follow me on Instagram and Twitter, I am at Jared_Kitto1.
If you want to follow Real Talk on Twitter, we are real_pop. We are on Instagram and Facebook at reeltalk_popculturediscussions. We are on Twitch at twitch.tv/realtalkplays. And as always, guys, keep it real.
And stay sexy.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm really good at that.
You are.